confident start taking this kind of risk. You could well run into somebody holding a one and done, but they're relying on the fact that FNATIC love to play for retake in these situations.
Yeah, so much util saved for PaperX. They're going to get themselves into the post here, but bodies are already starting to get over towards that A site. FNATIC. 5 plays here, double flank occurring. Something has to be the stopping player in motion, and already trying to take a fight straight through spawn. Nade sailing up and overhead through main though, and these players getting squeezed. Crashes. It's already drawn blood. FNATIC are going to be hoping that it's the first of many, but it's a slow orb as well, just to slow the approach. At least for now, it's tepid, cautious, being played. FNATIC know that they have plenty of time to work with here. There's a time to potentially missed again. It's being jumped upon. Alpha here from the side, sticking all the way. Crashes. There's no stopping him. FNATIC lay claim to the opening pistol.
Good information though for the attackers, and Crashes.
Crashes.
What a shot.
What a challenge to take.
He might think though that that's the only lurk player. It's difficult to expect the other 4 stacked up behind, but Kayak has read it.
And here comes the pincer, here comes the crunch! Kayak instantly domes 2. PaperX are left reeling on their buy round. FNATIC maintaining discipline. It's composure that sailed them all the way through here. The rifles. It's going to have to be raw heroics to see if he can stand a chance in this one. PaperX none the wiser. Lurks on lurks. Alpha here dropping Divine, and a spike in their laps. It's inevitable at this point.
Jing's got an impossible task ahead of him. A 1v4 stuck in elbow. Even if he tried to save, it's not going to work. 30 seconds. Spike abandoned. FNATIC can put the squeeze on. They'd love to get another rifle on board and deny it away from PaperX.
Good percentage. Increase the heat. Taking control out towards market already. Stray shots. No damage. They need a couple more where that comes from. And now putting in the crunch.
Spike down B.
They crumble towards it, but there's rifles in the hands of Chronicle, and he's taking this one. But spotted still. It's just that 1-for-1. Chronicle managed to get Pac-Man out of there.
Alfia going to have to be a hero here coming back through market. PaperX have done a great job of getting back into this round. Put a serious squeeze on the Boaster, he just couldn't hold up to the pressure.
Trying to do some damage towards the end of this one. Alfie has left it down to the 1v1. Forsaken! Alpha!
Come to get his back like he did in B main early, but PaperX have the util to push him off.
Wall in your face too, and he hears it. Footsteps around, trying to take that one into the off angle, but there's a rocket in your face! You turned into pink mist in a moment's notice here. Crashes. He's stuck, isolated, skipping, hopping, trying to survive. Poster.
If Jing had thrown a nade in there, then surely he would have been dead, but
Crashes
instead
forward.
focusing on taking the site.
Crashes forward. He's already taken the timing against him, and he's trying to take it forwards. Fast and loose is the play. Wall into the back of the site, though. It's all being contained in that flank again. Drone close. No coverage in Cyber Posters there to respond. Pacman only expecting the one. He's already jumped away. Boaster and Alpha going to be left to do it all. Finally, Alpha reveals his hand. Look at the wrist, the hat goes out. It's going to be good information. Hammered up. Start rebounding. The time is going to start ticking soon enough. PaperX instill a bit more discipline. Looking to try and play this one together now. First target down. Boaster's gone, and Alpha is next. Kayak.
He's going to hear
some damage. Oh, surely hears it, yes. Tip-tap of the footsteps, and he buys his time, buys it well. Here's the ult device, shuts him down, but up through mid. It's Pac-Man. Straight up the gut, instant res as well. It's going to be undoing that damage.
And a little bit earlier. A massive gap in mid here, Brent. Forsaken. Through completely. Pac-Man as well. They've cut a swat straight through the middle of this FNATIC defense. Just rotating through, and Chronicles left to pick up the pieces and wonder what the hell happened to this defense macro. PaperX were all gathered up towards A, and yet still found that perfect timing. And this is really going to hurt or start to put the hurt on the FNATIC eco too.
Something in Chronicle, shoulder to shoulder, he spots out the barrel, so handed a freebie.
But just going for the save here. PaperX got good value out of that res. Divide online early, able to undo all of the good work that Kayak had done with his tiles push. And again, I just want to stress how much FNATIC are going for these mid pushes and these flanks. They're really trying to abuse. Feels like the biggest part of their anti-strat so far is trying to...
PaperX trying to hide their intent.
Very slow so far on the attack side for PaperX too, isn't it? Really trying to mess with expectations.
Oh, the dart doesn't clear. Kai was sat nice and pretty. Patman none the wiser, thought he caught a timing there. Paranoia is going to be sweeping forward, It's going to be blinding up Alpha. Nade rebounding, we'll have to respect it. Market control, PaperX is for now, and you see now Hunter's Fury as soon as there's signs of life. That's from afar, Crashies looking to supplement it, trying to put a stop to this one, but PaperX, they're denying that momentum they've got. This train is not stopping, not here, not now.
They barrel through, unconventional pathing there for PaperX. Didn't send anyone through B main. And FNATIC were left wondering. As the wall came down over towards Boba, slicing off the defenders on site. Chronicle didn't know which way to look. Very much an adaptation here for PaperX in terms of how they're approaching this one. The game plan coming from Alex, maybe even coming from Mini too. Remember that former FNATIC head coach is now doing assistant coaching for this squad. But the game plan appears to be slower and more deathball-y. They're not trying to split. They're just trying to stay together and take out FNATIC piece by piece on rounds like this. If they haven't had the success over towards Elbow, then working through Market and up to Boba.
Contact play scored for again. It's just poking out. Now spotted here with a snake bite rebounding. Ricochet and Chronicle looking to try and slow them down. Our bodies behind this one. It's a delayed hit. Jutting smoke. You got to be careful of this one. Alpha inside it, trying to sidestep straight towards it. Something just dismisses him. And Jing already taken up that timing. Slips into the gap and finding his mark. Boaster has to operate it, a bit of run and gun. Backside control is still there for FNATIC. Plan down now for PaperX.
One enemy remaining.
And PaperX are not stopping. They're not content with just the front. They want the entire Jing. That's his cue to go. Sending it ricocheting against the wall. That's no damage done to Boaster. He's eager to draw that blood. Just trying to wrangle control of the rifle. Kayak's been overwhelmed. PaperX crack open the A site. And crack heads while they're at it. Jing not content with just a few. Device steals them. Right from his sight line.
A huge round and the defense collapses again from FNATIC. Kayak had to hit that shot. He put himself on such an aggressive angle. A really deep position that you see this Neon dive from in elbow. And if he doesn't hit the shot, then he can't escape. Neon's got great maneuverability, but you've got to get the first in order to avoid getting traded. A Boaster fell shortly afterwards with that scramble in the smoke. Chronicle once more not really able to have too much impact in his 5th grand final appearance. Value from it.
Deep pushes are everywhere on the map. FNATIC. There's Boasters out through A main, down through mid. Getting a good idea now. This is going to be landing over towards B. Chronicle tucked to the corner. He's going to be feeling that heat, takes the peak. Dealing with these players out towards the extremities, but not through bottom mid. Instant res. Forsaken brought back into the fold. Crashes. Just can't control that Guardian in time. Something feeling that heat and that stun does good connection. Kayak trying to make some moves. Alpha dominates Market. This putting a bit of fear now into the step of PaperX, forced to plan towards the back of the site.
But playing together, Forsaken and Divine need to come up with a plan here for dealing with things. Suddenly, though, they split apart, trying to get on either side of the Neon wall. So Kayak may be the target. Feels like PaperX need to take the fight into one of these guys on FNATIC.
Sitting ducks right now. Alpha, low enough. Shot to the dome, though, will do him in. Kayak, he's got to do it in a 1v2. Biding his time in through the smoke, waiting for something to fade. Eventually there. Barrow sticking out, though, and a 3-2-1 face from PaperX. Similar setup. PaperX not changing things up. Do they expect Kayak is going to be tagged? Jing! Just adjust the aim. Crashes. Does trade. But now the heat and the pressure is going to be turned up onto Alpha. He steps forwards, a bit of spam coming his way. That's a Hunter's Fury into the back of the site. Alpha trying to capitalize off this chaos. Moving forward, sidestepping, Crashes. Indomitable from this spot.
Drops Divide, drops the spike, manages to sidestep the Hunter's Fury in the meantime too, but they know where Alpha is, and it's tough to really support him.
Trying to clear him out. Rifle in hand. Trying to lead the march forwards, and the spike potentially retrievable, but FNATIC have eyes on it.
Yeah, Boaster's done a great job here, actually, of getting nice, beefed the movement there. Was just trying to get on top of the box. He was in a spot where he could support Crashies, and now There's a dangerous timing until this wall breaks, but it looks like it's just about to expire, and he's been saved for that. 3v3, and Forsaken with an Omen ult means that this spike isn't really in enemy territory at all.
Part of the reason why Chronicle hasn't rotated. Picks it up, slow it down. Paperex only have 30 seconds to work with here.
And what a call. He's calling to go back into the same site, trying to fake out the idea he would have left.
20 left. Boaster, watchful eye smoke, dissipates, but too many targets. Too much to deal with, crashes. It's all on him. Tries to buy time, but a bullet to the dome. And a bullet to the temple. Chronicles left in that 1v2.
This situation, though, finally winnable for Chronicle, an opportunity for impact.
Looking for an easy fight first. The first most spots it out, snake bite. No rebound necessary, but doesn't really connect. Something sits it down, fight was picked, thought about, committed, let loose entirely. And the bullets are raining down on him now. Time ticking away, spraying away. Chronicles hoping, praying, hoping that Paperex will give him absolutely anything to reload and run forward. Forsaken.
Try to clear the flank. They know this has been happening.
Game of timings. Kayak drifted in and out. It's Batman who falls. Something is next. FNATIC. Full control towards it. There's a paranoia in your faces and they're going to be disengaging.
Best opportunity for FNATIC to snag around since the first 4.
Leaving Paperex to stew.
And Paperex thought it was a mid push, realized it wasn't, so now they're exploring mid themselves.
In the shoulder. Forsaken, that is a ballsy TP. A wide off angle played.
Could be on Kayak here. Could be on Kayak over towards A. You see Jing is making his way towards it, but all 3 players on Paperex trying to make their own individual timing play.
Forsaken has caught one. Can they catch the next? Crashes! Topples! They caught access towards it, but still, it's B main control for FNATIC. It should be in a good spot for it. Site needs to be cleared out here. In through the back of the site, it's going to be that plant.
10 seconds left.
Watchful eye onto a lot of it as the curtain drops. So does Alpha. Rocket to your feet, you cannot stop this team. When Paperex get going, there's no denying them. A Kayak will try everything.
In a great position on a map they should have been favored on.
A lot of running around occurring. Paperex are stacking A towards the 4 players. Early setup, creeping and crawling forwards. Chronicle has to be the player to receive. It's an off angle for him. Damage! Done and more! Chronicle and Alpha, I mean, they just put those players in their backpack.
Toxins going up.
Something's going to try to recover this one. Actually might have caught a timing. Back around the backs, but scurried away. Chronicle and Alpha live to fight another day. Alpha even going re-exploring.
Yeah, he's going to have to take down Fight. It's not clean. Only stretch of imagination. Something dropped down to 10 health as a result of it.
Standing ahead.
All needs to be broken now. Clearing the way. That doesn't clear most of it, though. This is an impossible scenario for FNATIC. A pistol round in their sights. Already control. Tripled up. In through the back of the site. Main is theirs from Kron.
Last player standing.
Lurking into the fray.
Want to break this wall.
And they're poking, prodding, just trying to bring it down. It's going to be fading at a moment's notice, and while that was occurring, Something was the only player holding top mid. He's gone. Kai takes him out. Forsaken responds. Paranoia is going to be sweeping forwards as well, putting a bit of pause into the step of FNATIC. Slow as they go. Timing to be taken. Crashes the one with a spike here, and he's going to be dropping it into Forsaken's lap. Full control here. This is the round has gone a bit skewed with FNATIC. They need a miracle, they need an out around the spam. It's been picked up, but Jing is straight there. Bullet to the body of Alpha. There's not much left that they can really do from this spot. Paperex up
Forward again. Oh, he's been caught on the other side of the wall.
Yep, it's going to be dropping down in front of him, and Alpha just drops him in instead.
That's rough. He was trying to break the cam there and still get back into market in time. That's a fumble.
Too dark to clear this way. Wall's going to be propped up. We can expect it to still be slow and steady by FNATIC.
And this time Paperex do what I was talking about, where they wall up and leave. But they're pushing the other side of the map, getting Patman in a pretty deep inserted position in B.
It's looking like a B split. Boaster has that B main control for them. A very important fight going to be occurring on both sides. Here's Something. Just drifts right into the crosshair play. Smart! Jing! Like a rocket man, but the bodies are toppled anyway. FNATIC find the advantage and the edge is left to Patman. scrambling, running right into the sights. Chronicle. Wall down, barely broken. Not quite there yet. That's going to be signs of life. So, okay, Jing wants to go forwards. It's an eco round. Rocket rebounds, no kill. Alpha taking Jing out of the fight. A lot of the biting around that PaperX were hoping for. It's going to be dissipating now. Deep drone is around to reclear some of that info, but it's called for FNATIC. They're going to go over towards B. Forsaken and Patman. The only defenders, the only players to try and put a stop to it. Kayak.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be offloading that ultimate now. Overdrive in hand. Trying to put a stop to Patman, and there's only so much you can do. There's a neon AD in your
Player
face.
standing.
Inevitable at this point here. Trying to go for the trade out. Alpha's there. All in his face for now. We find towards the top. Sakam taken out, and a double phase!
Destroyed.
Oh my, obliterated.
And so now you've got no op, no wall, no res. One of your most important players hits the deck so early.
PaperX are left wandering out into the open, but Alpha. Good pick. Best that they could potentially find.
He might have even seen two on the minimap there as he died. Because it looked like something and Patman were doubled up.
So PaperX have brought it even, 4 versus 4 now, and another 3-2-1 into the space! Kayak! That's disgusting work.
That's beautiful. The neon movement as well to just glide away from the trade. He's sharp, confident, and starting this hit into the B site.
Yeah,
PaperX, I mean, they don't even have the tools, the funds here to contest, frankly.
They've scrambled away. Might look to try and save some of the guns. Operator perhaps, but they're drifting in like they want to try and take a chunk out of FNATIC.
They've got 4 players that aren't going to be able to buy in the next round.
Unwise. I think they've realized it.
One of the players could go for something. If they'd found a lurk, if they'd found a pick. But Patman, he picks up the operator and they just play for it into the next round. 2 opportunities for PaperX to be trying to find an early pick through mid.
It's that grit.
You talk about drawing in, though. Look at the net drawing in on these players trying to save.
They got to save them. Forsaken steadily being overwhelmed at this point. Like this Gaps are going to try and run him down to the final moments. No respite. TP, but he's surrounded potentially there, and it's just offset immediately. Patman going down. Clears up a series of unknowns. FNATIC can start to slowly get a grip on what's going on.
They Viper walled for mid so that Forsaken could push, but that meant that Patman didn't have his own Viper wall in B main that he's been playing around.
Forsaken still stanced up, but okay, can't avoid that one. Kayak is sharp right now.
FNATIC are doing a great job of dealing with all of this defensive pressure, and like I've been saying over and over again, PaperX have to do this. It might look like PaperX are just kind of walking into their demise, but their composition relies on them getting active on defense. They can't just sit back. And FNATIC are not giving them an easy game here. They are not hitting sights and execing until the very final moments. And by that point, PaperX have already given them a pick.
Why not even pressure across the board? Something re-exploring. It's a head ripped off, but immediately again the answer back's there. Market is open and accessed here for FNATIC. Something's being squeezed.
You know where both of these players are, though. Boaster's just calling for a full rotate over towards A. Something got a kill. Divide threw out a slow orb. Divide even getting picked over towards Boba. And they've got a great idea of where something is.
Yeah, and time.
It's a 4v1.
10 seconds left.
No real opportunity here for something. Maybe feeling like he has to do it all.
Spike planted.
Spike planted on A. This is a dire. Towards the top, there's fights to be taken, but battle lines redrawn and lurking up onto the angle. Patman deletes Boaster.
That's
Start
big.
for PaperX, and they put the wall up as well to reinforce towards Market. Watch the eye up towards it, but Alpha! My God, that's instinctual.
Beautiful timing, but Device there with the res.
Hunter's Fury though to try and punish, and this is getting hot and heavy. Brought all the way towards them. There's no tags from Crashies, no clearance. Forsaken ducked right underneath it. As that orb's propped up, it's a full spam committal to the clip, but already the timing forwards, that near sight just catches onto Kayak. Won't deny him that kill though. He's having to put Forsaken in his place and now taking control of the site. In the blink of an eye, there's only 15 seconds left. Slow orb. Stun rattling the nade, ricocheting, Kayak being chipped down, and PaperX Drop down with a double face through the box. No damage done.
Forsaken, though, is always going to be re-challenging. He's super aggressive.
Trying to take that fight, and he has put the rookie in his place. Kayak. There's no more. Chronicle going for a little bit more. Again, these smokes causing issues.
Forsaken just cannot be dug out of these spots. He was doing the same thing over towards Market to win Paper X around previously. Look how much FNATIC are struggling to be able to even get information over here. They're droning in towards B, trying to pull defensive rotates. Boaster might be the playmaker up mid.
Yeah.
And Forsaken is here again.
Moved in, drops down though.
Whiffy!
It is Whiffy. No control over the rifle in that
30
spot.
seconds
Something
left.
puts a stop to it in a 3v5 scenario. FNATIC still looking to see if they can test towards that A side. Jing propped up. Missed the timing onto the cross. Barely alive there. Shredded back and forth with the bullets. FNATIC have access towards it, but Hunter's Fury is let loose to try and deny the plant. He's giving them hot feet. Crashes up for mid.
Scanning ahead.
Utah's going to be sent flying forwards though to TP. Evacuation back to the side. Paranoia. And the dart up and over towards the top. There's a smoke to play in. Forsaken. He's safe for now. Responds with the rocket. Forsaken. Just sidestepping all of them.
Flying drone. Enemy mark.
And reinforcements have arrived. Paper X trying to hotly contest most of this space here, but they have given up all of B in the process, and now a mad scurry and a dash. FNATIC making moves over towards the opposite side.
They've got enough time. You can
30
see Paper X
seconds
doing a re-clear at the moment, and that has informed this rotate for Forsaken. He gets down in the anchor spot again. He is everywhere. He is everything. And FNATIC look like they've given up on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, is Boaster waiting to maybe teleport in if Crashies had managed to open up the site? This just looks like a pure save.
No time left. It's whittled
seconds
down. And
And look-
Paper X.
Look at the impact, Brian, again that Forsaken had here. He was impossible to get through. They had to use a cam, a recon, huge amounts of info. The Neon ultimate.
For deep hold again. This is aggression though by FNATIC. Hold up. Bit of spam into the box. And instantly calling for the retreat.
Looking to try to put the pressure on early, maybe anticipating that that's where Forsaken was going to be playing. And the cam up above the pit, not going to spot Patman.
Geminy's timing something. He's going to be handed that surely. A fight to be taken. A lot of damage under Crashies. The stun ricochets perfectly in place. And Divide topples. Something trying to fill up those gaps though. Straight from behind. Spike drop down. Smoke up. Bakai's ahead of it. It's all down to something in that 1v2.
He knows that Boaster's going to play for the
boy.
ultimate. He knows that he doesn't need to defend the spike. And so something's now found a much earlier timing into Market.
Ahead of it now. Here's the plan. This is the best timing for it. He can isolate a fight. 1v1 Alpha! So Paranoia forwards already. Paper X. Very fast play indeed.
That's sick.
And the Warlock. None the bloody wiser. It's a bloodbath in towards the bottom section. And Palmer now looking to try and put a stop to any of it. No more funny business. Paper X. They want this first stepping stone and they want it bad.
The perfect time to pull out a set play like that. Leaves Chronicle and Crashies in a tough 2v4. Boxed in on site. Paper X, this first map, feels just an inch away.
Viper's pit offloaded. A blight onto the site that's given them that safety net. FNATIC trying to play through, but immediately it falls. And Paper X